So to make a sentence, you need a couple things. You need a subject, you need a verb. It just so happens I gave you an object here. So if we were to write a sentence with this, we could write Juan wrote the book. Subject, verb, object. And why did we pick preterite here? Well, because I said maybe 1985. Okay, or down here, if we were to think about the same thing, we've got the women, and we have house, and it's in the future, and let's use the verb to construct. And we could say, the women will construct the house. Subject, verb, object, or everything else. In this way of writing a sentence, what you've done from day one is called active voice. Today what we're going to look at is a way to write sentences using a construction called passive voice. And basically, we're going to take a form of ser. We are going to add a past participle. And most times we're going to add the word por plus an agent. A couple things to keep in mind is that with ser, this can be in any tense. The past participle, that's our ado and our ido, like eaten, swum, written, and there are irregulars too, can be masculine, feminine, singular, and plural in this situation. And then an agent, just think of it kind of like a subject. It's the person or persons who complete the action. So if we were to take these same sentences, these same ideas, but instead of using active voice, let's write this sentence in passive voice. We would start out with our object. Well, our object was the book. And then we need a form of ser. So that's box 3. And we're going to use the preterite because we know we're talking about the past. We are going to say was written. This is masculine and singular, so we're going to keep it masculine singular. Por Juan. The book was written by Juan. Second sentence. The women will build the house. If we were to take that and put it into passive voice, we're going to start with the house. We're using the object first. Then we need ser plus the past participle. So la casa would fall into box 3. We're in the future, and so I think we should use future tense still. And then construir. And we have to remember that we need to make sure that we are looking at number and gender. So this is feminine singular, which means we will change this to construida por las mujeres. So we've got two. We have active voice and we have passive voice. Active is probably more common, and when you're writing in English, you're going to use active voice. When you're writing in Spanish, you should really use active voice. But sometimes passive voice will give you a stylistic effect. Or maybe your teacher is just telling you, today we're going to practice passive voice. Take your object, a form of ser in any tense according to your example, a past participle, making sure that it's masculine, feminine, singular, plural, and then more than likely you're going to add por plus the agent. Suerte.